Hello, good morning all. Welcome to the online class session of today. Well, after completion of our first lesson, the curve in the sky, we had been to grammar part where we had a discussion on noun. So as I have told you that in parts of speech there are 8 parts of speech: noun, pronoun, preposition, verb, adverb, adjective, interjection, conjunction. Total 8 parts of speech, they play their individual role in forming of any kind of sentence, whether it is written or spoken. As we have completed noun in our earlier class, today we are going to have a discussion on pronoun, right? And now look at the definition of pronoun. All of you are very much known to pronoun also, as you have read so many times from your schooling days. Now let us come to the definition of pronoun. What is pronoun exactly? A pronoun is a word that is used instead of a noun or a noun phrase. That means a pronoun is a word that can be used instead of a noun or a noun phrase. For example, here the example has been given to you. Peter is an engineer. Peter is an engineer, full stop. He lives in New York. Just imagine Peter is an engineer, and then next, Peter lives in New York. Peter is an expert. Peter is living with some other friend. See how it looks strange, how it looks awkward. So for all times we cannot take the name of that particular person, that means Peter, which is a noun. So that is why what we are doing, instead of Peter, instead of noun, we are using a pronoun. Which is the pronoun here? Peter is an engineer. Peter here is a noun, and after full stop, he lives in New York means he is a pronoun. So he lives in New York, he is good at his work, he is living with someone, like that we can use. And now let us come to the kinds of pronouns. Okay, right? Here in your textbook a table has been given. If you want to check it, just go through the textbook table, and for your knowledge also I have taken that table for you people. Now in the first column we have come across first person, second person, right? Third person. And in the next column, singular, plural. Second person, singular, plural. Third person, singular, masculine, feminine, non-personal, plural. Okay. Then look at the subject, the third column. There you can find subject, where you can find first person singular, I. First person singular is I, and first person singular is we. Okay. And now let us come to the second column, that is second person singular, plural. Second person singular, plural. So where you can find in the subject column you and you, right? And come to the third person, that is singular masculine, feminine. If it is singular masculine, it should be he. If it is singular feminine, it should be she. If it is non-personal, it. And if it is plural, we have to use they. And now come for the fourth column, where you can find object. For first person singular, me. Plural, us. Second person singular, once again you will come across with the same thing, you and you. Third person, come to the third person, singular masculine, him. Singular feminine, her. Non-personal, it. Plural, them. And now let us come to reflexive, the fifth column of this table. How we have to deal with reflexive pronouns. So first person, come to the first person singular once again. It is myself. Okay. And plural, ourselves. Okay. And then next, second person singular, yourself. Plural, yourself. And third person, you can come across with himself in reflexive pronoun column, herself, itself, and plural, themselves. Right. And now let us come to the next column, that is called possessive pronoun. Possessive pronoun. This is something which determines. Okay. First person singular, indeterminer, mine. Okay. Plural, our. Second person singular, your. Plural also, your. Third person, if it is singular masculine, his. If it is feminine, her. If it is neutral or non-personal, its. And plural, their. And now let us come to the last table, last column, that is nominal. For first person singular, mine. For plural, ours. Second person singular, yours. Plural also, yours. Third person, if it is masculine gender, his. If it is feminine gender, hers. If it is non-personal or neutral, its. And plural, theirs. Okay. So now I have given some examples to you so that you can have a clarity by going through these examples. This is my book. This is my book. That itself is showing that it is not your book. Okay. And look at the second sentence. This book is mine. This book is mine. Here mine is working as a possessive pronoun. Okay. Here mine is working as a possessive pronoun. And now look at the second sentence. That is your house. That is your house. And when it comes to possessive, look at the sentence. That house is yours. That house is yours. That means that house belongs to you, not me. Right. And now look at the third sentence. It is their garden. It is their garden. The garden is theirs. Here It is being used as plural. It is their garden. The garden is theirs. And now look at the fourth sentence. He lost his bike. He lost his bike, not others' bike, his bike. And she found her necklace. She found her necklace. And now look at the fifth sentence. India is my country. India is my country. Then the next sentence is this your phone? Is this your phone? Like that. So these examples will help you in order to find out which is what you call reflexive pronoun and possessive pronoun. And now another examples. Our country has many rivers. Our country has many rivers. Here it is being used as plural. Our country has many rivers. And now come to the possessive one. This is ours. This is ours. Now let us come to the second another sentence. Is it your pen? Is it your pen? Come to the next example. It is mine. It is mine. Once again, possessive. No, it is hers. No, it is hers. And then next, come to the next example. I completed this work by myself. I completed this work by myself. That itself is showing that he has not taken, I have not taken anybody's help, to complete this work. I myself did it. Okay. And now go to the other sentence. They carried the luggage themselves. They carried the luggage themselves. That means they didn't go for any kind of help. Right? So that is why they carried the luggage themselves. They didn't call anyone to take any kind of a help. Then the next sentence, we painted ourselves. We painted ourselves. Now let us come to the other examples. Neutral. Okay? It started by itself. It started by itself. Right. Then next sentence, he blamed himself. He blamed himself for committing mistake. Okay? She blamed herself. She blamed herself. Okay? Come to the next one. You introduced yourself. That means there is no need to introduce yourself, but it is you that introduced yourself at that particular moment. You created yourselves. You created yourselves. The problem which you have created by yourself, not others. The problem created not by others. It is you that created the problem yourselves. Okay. Now let us come to the explanation of above sentences. In the above sentences, Peter is noun in the first sentence, right? As Peter is a masculine noun, the pronoun he replaces the noun in the second sentences. So as I have explained you, in the above sentences, first when we have taken the example of Peter is an engineer and he lives in New York, right? So here in the first sentence, Peter is a noun, right? As Peter is a masculine noun, Peter is not a girl, Peter is not a woman. So that is why he is a masculine gender. So that is why the pronoun he replaced the noun in the second sentence, right? And then, so let us come to the kinds of pronouns. Kinds of pronouns. Reflexive pronoun. What exactly the meaning of or the definition of reflexive pronoun? The words that are used as object of a verb. The words that are used as object of a verb. See here examples: myself, herself, himself, itself, yourself, themselves, yourselves, and ourselves. So these are all called reflexive pronouns. All right. Myself, herself, himself, itself, yourself, themselves, yourselves, and ourselves. Okay. And now look at the examples by reflexive pronouns. She prepared Chinese food herself. She prepared Chinese food herself. That means she didn't take any others' help. Right. Look at the second sentence. It started by itself. So no other device has been used, no other fellow used, right? It itself started, right? They seated themselves. They seated themselves. That means nobody helped them. Now, look at the fourth sentence, fourth example. He drove the car himself. He drove the car himself. That means he didn't take help of driver or a chauffeur. Right? He himself drove it. Then you have to do it yourself. Last example. You have to do it yourself. Right? Then next, indefinite pronouns. So far we have come across with reflexive pronouns where we have met with few examples, and now it is turn to indefinite pronouns. So indefinite pronouns are those that do not refer to any particular person or a thing. So indefinite pronoun is that it will not refer to any kind of a particular person or a particular thing. Examples are one, none, nobody, nothing, some, something, all, few, many, any, anybody, everybody, and nobody. This kind of indefinite pronouns, generally we use in our classrooms. Is there anyone who can give the answer? Like this we used to ask questions. Only few people have given. Many of you have failed. Nobody turned. Like this. These are called indefinite pronouns. Right? And then next, let us go for examples so that you will understand it very clearly. One should be careful while driving. So this is generalizing. So everybody has to take care of himself. What we are saying here, one should be careful while driving. While driving, you have to be careful, right? So I have used one. Look at the second sentence. None of his friends attended the party. None of, no one, right, of his friends attended the party. And look at the third example. Nobody was hurt in the accident. Nobody was hurt in the accident. There were no any kind of casualty, right, in the accident. And look at the fourth example. Something went wrong at the meeting. Something went wrong at the meeting. Okay, so these are the examples of what you call indefinite pronouns. Now, let us come to the third kind of pronoun, that is reciprocal pronouns. Reciprocal pronouns. So, when we use these reciprocal pronouns, they are used to express neutral relationship. The reciprocal pronouns are used to express neutral relationship, right? For example, they must respect one another. They must respect one another. They shared their problems with each other. They shared their problems with each other, right? These are called reciprocal pronouns. And now let us come to the another kind of pronoun, that is distributive pronouns. Distributive pronoun. These are used to separate a person or thing from other group of person or thing. So distributive pronoun functions as it used to separate a person or a thing from other group of a person or a thing. Examples like each, either, neither, no one and none. Each, either, neither, no one and none. These are called distributive pronouns. Let us go for examples of this distributive pronouns, right? None came forward to help the poor. None came forward to help the poor. Nowadays, you are witnessing so many corona cases are going on in the society, where so many what you call dead bodies have been found on the roads, but none of the people had been over there to help, isn't it? None came forward to help the poor because of this pandemic situation, right? So this is called distributive pronouns. Okay, it used to separate person or thing from other group of a person or a thing, right? Then next let us come to the second example. No one agreed to the decision. No one agreed to the decision. Third one, each member of the party was invited for the meeting. Each member of the party was invited for the meeting, right? And now let us go for the next one. Everyone ran for safety. Everyone ran for safety. Okay. And the last one is each of them paid for the damage. Each of them paid for the damage. And then now let us come to the relative pronouns. Let us come to the relative pronouns. Relative pronouns are words that act like both pronoun as well as conjunction. So when I started this grammar, I have listed you on parts of speech in which you might have come across with conjunction also, one of the parts of speech, right? So relative pronouns acts, right, both pronoun as well as conjunction, right? Now let us go for examples. This is the bag that I purchased from the discount sale. This is the bag that I purchased from the discount sale. So I am particularly showing this bag. Don't think that, or don't think that is another bag. Like this is the bag that I purchased from the discount sale. Okay. Then next, I met a friend who was my classmate at school. I met a friend who was my classmate at school. Here, who is working as a conjunction, right? I Once again, friend. I met a friend who was my classmate at school. And then next, she lives in a town which is 10 kilometers from the city. Here, which is a conjunction. She lives in a town which is 10 kilometers from the city. Okay. And now, they reported to the police whose house was burgled. They reported to the police whose house was burgled. Then next, I borrowed two-wheeler from a friend whom I met a party yesterday. I borrowed two-wheeler from a friend whom I met a party yesterday. And now, the last one. Her condition is same as her friends. Her condition is same as her friends. Okay. Then next, let us come to the another kind of pronoun, that is interrogative pronouns. Interrogative pronouns. Interrogative pronouns means interrogation itself, telling you, that is a kind of, inquiring, asking, right? These are the pronouns that are used for asking questions. Okay? Examples are who are you, like when did you come, what is your name, which class are you studying, where did you come from, why didn't you come, like that. Okay, these are called interrogative pronouns. And for your clarification, some examples have been given here. Just have a look on that. Where is the book? Where is the book? Who purchased her a gift? Who purchased her a gift? When did the plane arrive? When did the plane arrive? What did the minister say? What did the minister say? Why did they go to Delhi? Why did they go to Delhi? Right. And now, let us come to, after completion of interrogative pronouns, let us come to demonstrative pronouns. Demonstrative pronouns, which we had discussed already, but once again we are going to have a discussion in detail. Demonstrative pronouns are the words that point out to something or somebody. They will make a point, a particular thing or particular person, right? The examples are this, that, those, and these. The examples of demonstrative pronouns are this, that, those, and these. Look at the example. This is her house. This is her house. That means this is not my house, or this is not somebody's house, but this is her house. And now, second one, that is her car. That is her car. Those are his books. Those are his books. The fourth one, these are his comments. These are his comments. Okay. Here, prose has been given, Happy People by William Ralph Finch. Correct use of pronouns. Pronoun is used in the objective form. Example, it is her. After then or as on objective form of a pronoun is used, if there is a verb following pronoun, then pronoun form changes. Okay, these are the some rules, where we have to take care. For example, she is more beautiful than me. She is more beautiful than me. She is more beautiful than I am. She is more beautiful than I am. A pronoun must agree with its preceding pronoun in person, number and gender. Okay? It has to agree with its preceding pronoun in person, number and gender. Look at the example. All students should wear their identity cards. All students should wear their identity cards. Referring to use of anybody, everybody, anyone, everyone, each, etc. Pronoun of the masculine or feminine gender is used accordingly. So, according to the gender, okay, the pronoun is supposed to be used. For example, I want everybody from the girls section to be her own designer. So, here this is gender, feminine gender. So, that is why I am particularly telling to the girls, I want everybody from the girls section to be her own designer. Like that. And the use of indefinite pronoun, one should be used throughout in the sentence. Okay? Indefinite pronoun, when you are using indefinite pronoun, it should be used throughout in the sentence. For example, one should take care of one's belongings. One should take care of one's belongings. That means nobody is going to take care of your belongings. It is you that you have to take care of yourself. And then anyone is used when a sentence uses more than one noun. Anyone is used when a sentence uses more than one noun. Look at the example. This shop sells clothes more expensive than any one of those shops. This shop sells clothes more expensive than any one of those shops. And now let us come to the next one. Who and whom should be used carefully. So, whenever you are dealing with who and whom, we have to be very careful. Examples. She is the student whom completed the first project first. She is the student whom completed the project first. She is the student who completed the project first. Whom did you see at the gate? Who did you see at the gate? Okay. So, some exercises also is being given to you, okay, in your textbooks for your knowledge. I have done it for your sake. Okay. Fill in the blanks with the correct option from those given in the brackets. One should not betray dash country. ONES once, ONE apostrophe comma S once, his, her. Okay. Then next, second, she prides dash on her wealth, oneself, itself, herself, her. Look at these people, dash are the happiest. Okay. Then next, who is Robert Browning dash is a poet, whether it is he apostrophe s, his, or he, or his, or him. The dog is chasing dash own tail. Sorry, L is not printed over here. The dog is chasing dash own tail, TAIL, tail. Right. Once, it's, it is, his. Right. Now, some correction of sentences also have been given to you. She is one of those which help old people Your need is greater than me. Everyone should take their seat. My family enjoyed during the vacation. Me and Rahat friends. Okay. And then she is one of those who help old people. Your need is greater than mine. Everybody should take their seat. My family enjoyed during the vacation. Me and Rahat are friends. Now, the today's session here ends, my dear. We'll meet once again in another online session. Bye. Thank you. చూడాలి ఒకసారి ఏదో తల్లిలో ఇప్పుడు స్టాప్ చేయాలంటే ఏం చేయాలి?